Okay, so today update video on Minecraft. Feels like forever since I've done one, but it's actually just a few days ago that I made one. I think it was like March 6th. So it's been 14 days since I've actually made a Minecraft video. Now there's been a few updates in in regards to the world. At the moment here you can see we built a factory, and this is supposed to be a chocolate factory over here. I'll be doing a bigger tour on these once these are all finished. Of course you've seen the petrol station, but we also have a convenience store. Over here we have a small garage with the shutters partially open there. So here's the school, the start of one. It was originally intended to be a research centre, but I figured that we might as well just build a bigger research centre somewhere on the outskirts of the city, just so that it's away from prying eyes. Got the hotel is still being built. It's supposed to be a very large hotel with many rooms. And here's the apartment building. It's got glass filled in, but that's apartment building still there. A construction area which we need to build a crane for. I also need to finish off the glass in this area here. Put the floors in, and that's it. Also here's the river. The river will be going around. That road's just a bit of an error. That will go along the road there. The road will go along that way. And there's a bridge across. And I haven't actually filled it in with water, but I did use some N crystals to clear out the way, so it's nice and even, and it's just little bits that need clearing off. So, like so. But the city's coming along nicely, and if you'd like to see my other world, I will now do that. Okay, so here's my older city world, and let me just put it into creative so we can actually fly around. And here's my older city world. It's much more bigger, it's much more substantial, it's got a lot of stuff in it. However, sadly, it's not perfect. There is quite a lot of stuff in here, and I'll take you around this on a more in-depth tour as we go along. Perhaps that'll be in a separate video. Here's the airport, or at least the start of it. The runway was supposed to be along here, but we ended up knocking that out for water. There's the rest of the airport area with parking areas. A little bit of a tunnel way to get in. There's a train or light rail station, I guess you could call it. Little bit of modern art here in this little structure. This was supposed to be a stadium, but it failed. A parking garage made out of andesite, or polished andesite, strangely enough. A parking lot for this area over here. We have a apartment building, a cinema, a small hospital, what looks to be a very small hospital, which I can't actually remember building. Oh yeah, it was like one of the two things I built first of all. The first building ever built on here was clearly this pig shop. You can see the little sign there. We've got the shopping centre, or a small one, should I say, a very small shopping centre. And I'll take a look inside. So we have a variety of shops here. This is supposed to be a clothing shop. Obviously stuff has been removed. And a shop for purchasing things from the nether. We've got one of our people, call him Jack for some reason. This is meant to be a kind of another store. Toilets and stuff like that were meant to be down there. And if we go up the stairs, see a little bit of a waterway here. Some plants. A jewellery shop with a window to get in for burglars, obviously. Got one over here which is just empty right now. A slime store for some reason to bounce around in for some random reason. Over there we have the restaurant, small restaurant area, an empty shop, and another empty space. And that's that. And we go out to the back. A little bit of an architecturally garden area. And there's a huge, this map is huge. Okay, there's lots of stuff, as you can see right there. That's the extent, and that took quite a while. So yeah, here's the more affluent housing. Houses for richer people. One made out of chiseled sandstone with a garage. Another one made of sandstone with a desert theme. One with just, this was meant to be, I believe, the entrance to the golf club, which is over there. We got a smaller house here. A country club for affluent people, again. I suppose the land back here could have been used for a mini golf course of some kind. An aquatic centre for swimming. There's a pool in there. Pretty architecturally different, I suppose. This is meant to be another building, another house to live in. Another house here. And another one there. And this was meant to be another school, modelled after my high school at the time. Here's another house, a church, a plan for a house, another house here, with I believe working garage doors, and here's another house, and another one. It's meant to be a mock-up of Tower Bridge over there, and there's the Houses of Parliament, and of course Big Ben being the bell, not the actual clock tower. Here's a nice, more nicer, more luxurious houses with a hedge maze, a sailboat, very nice. A little bit of a garden area there. Some bridges, obviously, to go across here. We've got some docks. Is there like meant to be a stadium in the water, actually, but this ended up being too small to build a stadium, so I just decided to leave it as like maybe a cinema or a boxing ring. Parking, a racetrack, which looks really good. A boat, another boat, speedboat, right now. It's a Ferris wheel for the pier. The pier was originally meant to be much more decorative. Here's a part of the docks, harbour, a little restaurant on the harbour. Here's the beach. The beach is rather nice. A lighthouse, which is very small in comparison to everything else. There's a few houses, a lot more houses over in this direction. A small factory or power station with electric thingies. Bridges that are very long. Here's a yacht, small yacht. A swimming pool, a hot tub area, swimming pool at the front. Lots of different decks. If you like boats, there's quite a few here. There's a cargo ship that just barely got underneath the bridge. I had to build that over the top. Here's the dock area. Yeah, that's the extent of the docks. It goes from this area all the way across to that area over there. Over here is an aircraft carrier, which is sort of it's alright. Looks alright to me, with jet fighters, jet planes sitting on there. A ocean liner with lots of different rooms. There's quite a bit of stuff in here. I might do an extra tour on this. An area for parking, some cranes, a big cargo ship. I think that's probably one of the biggest cargo ships I've made. There's factories of all descriptions. Factories, oil refinery over there with the chimneys. An old mill factory, yeah. A small construction yard. A timber yard. This was meant to be like a pub, a creeper house, and a small bank. A petrol station with a sort of a theme going on around it. Sponges in there for the stuff. A sewage management station. Some fairground attractions. Most of these stuff that look out of place as something someone else built. This is a giant sort of roller coaster and a building all in one. And here we get into the main sort of downtown district. Sorry. There's big buildings. Town hall. Town hall's very impressive actually. Could have been a lot bigger. A market area for some shops. Do a full world tour in depth. McDonald's clearly. Creeper building. The ASC building, the Rainbow building, a fire station. A police station, much smaller police station. There's the police officers, here he is. Hello. And Vito's Pizza. If you think that's it, we're not done yet. This is a bank. Big building. I think this is probably the country club. Or is it another? Yeah, it's another building. Country club's over there. This is a museum or a library. A giant football stadium. It's very out of place, but I kept it there to look good. There's a farm right next to this House of Parliament. Not finished yet. Obviously I've sort of abandoned this world. A tractor, there we go. A scarecrow, sort of mock-up built in there. Pens for the animals. Across Tower Bridge, mock-up sort of thing, inspired by but not meant to be an exact replica. And across the bridge we go into the next city. This side of the map now, as you can see me going around. The FBI building, because we need one of those. A housing estate. My god, this world looks great in comparison to the other one, which has literally nothing in it. A big hospital with a plan for an extension, but obviously never finished. I'm kicking myself for not finishing all this now. A shopping centre that was planned, parking was built, main structure was built, but nothing else. This is the post office actually, yeah, that's the post office. Another fire station. Made out of very similar materials to the other one. Got the Omega building, the Axbridge building, huge, come to that in a moment. A police station, which is here. A Quick Fit, for some reason. A Tesco, because I've written that on there. Clearly you can see the cinema, and some little shops and areas on here. I think this is another post office. So we've got two post offices on this side of the river. A pirate ship, sort of mocked up there. A bridge going across through to this area near the river. Boats in the river there. Factories, more factories. There's a maritime museum with a giant galleon built. That looks pretty good. I have to say, this is meant to be inspired by Sydney Opera House, sort of. The Olympic Stadium. As you can see, there's two Steves holding Olympic torches. A bigger hospital, a really big one that wasn't even finished. There's some fountains area around the side. You can see the detailing. I've certainly got better, but these are like the last things I ever built. Here's the little docking station for some boats. Big factory. Housing estates here. Not finished, terraced. Sort of a mansion within the housing estates. What else do we have? Oh yeah, the incinerator machine. Across the bridge we go. Most of this is on the map. We've got a marina station and this was the start of a factory which was never completed, because I think this was the last thing I ever tried to build. This all needs to get filled in. Now, if you'd like me to continue this world, please comment below and tell me, because it really is quite good. We haven't even finished yet. Nightclub with a random logo. Another nightclub, a Japanese or Chinese restaurant. Yep. A museum, bigger museum actually. Might show you some of the contents. I'm on the wrong side. Go all the way around. This side, lots of banners. Here we are. Star Wars stuff, because we made. You can now make those. This is meant to be a chorus group and the Ender Dragon head in City, of course. City texture pack is what I use most of the time. A very big building, construction area, big crane thing, huge, a lot of stuff which you haven't seen it. Where did we get up to? We got up to sort of this building right here. Have we covered all this side? I think we have. The park, that's something we haven't really covered. Big green space there. A university, really ornate. A zoo, which was supposed to be planned. A hospital, big, large. Don't even tell me what kind of level of detail I was going for. It's just now a mess, really. I'll probably come back to this world if you'd like me to and finish this one off. Another hospital building there, the front, one of the entrances. This is meant to be like a casino. A police station right next to a casino. This is one that's more visually appealing. A coffee shop, very nice. A big building with a logo, and then another building, and then another one, and then more over here, more stuff getting planned. Again, big building that someone else built. Very proud of that actually. These things, which look like traffic lights with a chorus through, those are actually pretty cool, I've got to say. Although they do look really weird. And that's about it, I suppose. A very large bridge that was never finished. It was sort of left off halfway. A big area for people to live in, and overall that's pretty much it. I'll do a more in-depth tour one day so I can show you all the interiors and everything. The important stuff yet, half a bridge. But anyway, thus concludes a Minecraft City update. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.